listening to the Below Your Average IQ podcast.
Oh, we gotta do it again. What the fuck?
Yo, it said...
I don't know.
It said way to take off last week and welcome back. We not working either. What?
That shit's stupid.
Listen. Okay, thank y'all for taking a pause with us. The sickness took him out.
You were sick too.
Yes, but I was coming on the up end.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You was asleep last week.
Well, shit happens.
You was asleep last week.
It's your caucus germs.
Yeah, been having, what was it you called it? Caucus flare-ups lately. All kind of caucus flare-ups.
Yeah.
Germs, tears, pronunciations.
The tears is because we was watching Bridgerton. We binge watch all 4 seasons of Bridgerton.
Sure did.
It's pretty decent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for me it was a rewatch of seasons 1 and 2, but I enjoyed it, and not like season 4 took me on an emotional roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait to see who's next. You know? I got the Bridgerton song stuck in my head.
I mean, in terms of what's next is either the Eloise or
Hyacinth and Gregory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
it's probably gonna be
Violet. Then you got Mrs. Mondrich.
What's Violet?
Mrs. Lady Bridgerton.
She doesn't
Dowager Lady Bridgerton.
She doesn't count.
There could be her. Then you got the stuff going on with
Spoiler alert to the people that ain't watched it yet.
You got stuff going on with Lady Danbury. You got Mrs. Mondrich. You got...
She's not getting married. She's already married.
No, but she's trying to become the new Lady Danbury.
I'm talking about in terms of who's up and probably getting married.
I need the whole ton. The whole ton.
Sure.
Welcome back, listeners. Did you miss me? You know what I mean? I need the whole thing.
But yeah, had an extra week off of the sicklies.
We still got them if y'all can't hear.
Pretty much just wanted to sleep.
Residual. Yeah.
This is like best sleep ever.
We slept a lot over the last couple weeks, though. Like, I still have a headache from the sinuses and everything else, and I think that's probably what I had before. Yeah. But I don't think it'll go anywhere. Just living with it.
Other than that, young man's doing fine. You get to go meet some Complete the Puzzle people tomorrow.
Yeah.
I did. I got excited because I called the NBA Finals. I've been telling everybody at work it was going to be the Spurs and the Knicks, and it's the Spurs and the Knicks.
Nice.
So, yay me.
Way to go, babe.
As far as who's going to win, I don't know. I have to think about it.
It doesn't even matter. You called it.
I know.
Just next level.
Would have been a pretty penny if I had picked that at the beginning of the season.
Woot woot.
But we're talking about you got your Complete the Puzzle thing tomorrow.
Yeah, I started, they had a a caregiver support group back closer to when spring break was. And this is a different facilitator, but a caregiver support group. And they get grants to be able to fund these to provide them at little or no cost. You know what I mean? And so the representatives from the current supporter, like the group that donated for this particular group of sessions, they want to meet with parents, and the facilitator, and
talk to people that are actually using the services.
And kind of find out what prompted us to use the service, how we felt about the visit, what we're looking to get out of it. I think they use it for when they're doing their grant writing and stuff as well, because it helps them figure out where to allocate additional money in the future, as well as where to look for money for, And so I don't mind going because, life's up and down and everything is a lot.
But it's still surprising to live in an area like this.
Yeah.
And still be quite a limited amount of
resources
for that type of thing.
Well, and that's one of the things that we talked about in that first meeting was the lack of local resources. So like Hampton Roads is huge. I mean, the city of Chesapeake, it can take you 30 minutes to get from one border to the other of the same city. Like you can have literally there's hundreds of neighborhoods in the city of Chesapeake. And so like a lot of the resources are centralized to like Virginia Beach or Williamsburg or, Norfolk,
like
right?
They pick 2 spots.
Yeah. And if you don't live close to them, you have to drive to get there. Well, not everybody has the means or the childcare or the, time.
Yeah, to go to
drive plus the event, so like
considering the distance.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes here can turn into an hour and a half easy.
Yeah.
Depending on what's going on.
Like Cam got a sponsored week through one of the organizations, but they're in Virginia Beach, like almost to the ocean front. And it is literally a 40 to 45 minute drive without traffic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, on a good day.
To get there. And he could be there for most of the day for some of their camps. But it's trying to find the activities because we have a credit that we can use for different activities. But what I explained to them was like, unless it's a weekend and I can buy 4 hours out of a day, like I can't facilitate getting him out there. If it's during the week, I work full time.
Yeah.
You work full time. Like we can't always facilitate something that's during the work week. And then the stuff that's at night, like I get off at 5, it takes 40 minutes to get there. If it starts at 6 and traffic's bad, it takes an hour and a half to get there. I'm not going to make it.
You're not going to make it.
Right. And so it's just something where you get used to not having the same.
On average, for people that don't really understand, I can literally go to work in 20 minutes on a good day.
Yeah.
I can wake up, briskly walk outside, and
no traffic.
Easily make it to work in 25 minutes.
Yeah, with no traffic.
And have time.
Yeah.
But you can't trust it.
No.
So you got to leave like an hour and a half.
You have to.
Early, because it's so many different ways you can. And there's a lot of one-way shit too.
And people don't believe you that don't work out that way because like for me, if you leave 2 hours early for work, like I'm not wondering what you're doing with that 2 hours because I drove that and I know I would leave 1.5 to 2 hours early.
People be like, why you leave so early? And it's like, bro, if I get on this.
I can walk Walgreens for 30 minutes, but I'm not going to make it through traffic with 30 minutes.
Well, it's like, if I get on this exit, if I get on my primary exit, there's a chance that it could take me 30 minutes to go, what?
2 exits.
Hold on. Like 4 exits.
Yeah.
Which, any other day, if everything's fine and dandy, you zip through them.
Well, and then not only that, but like when traffic's really bad and it takes you off the interstate.
Yeah.
And takes you down the back roads are a minimum of 45 minutes.
And that's some hillbilly shit.
I mean, it's a minimum of 45 minutes. And that's provided that not everybody else is going the same direction.
Right.
Because that goes from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. And that's not including the hour and a half traffic you could get stuck in.
But let's go back to the primary route before we. So if you're taking your primary route, everything can be fine and dandy. Traffic can be moving. As soon as you get off that ramp, shit's slowing down and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't hold you up that long. And then when I make it to fucking 58, there's a chance that motherfucker's going to back up again.
Yeah.
And then there's no reason.
Yeah.
It's a straight fucking line.
Yeah.
People can't go in a straight fucking line. But then, like you said, you check your maps or whatever, and let's say Waze says, or Google Maps says, oh, traffic's backed up. You might want to do an alternative route. Now you got to hope that everybody that is normally going your way didn't check the fucking map, and now they're taking the alternative route, which leads to that getting backed up.
Or at least that they know how to drive if they got off the interstate. Because if you don't know how to drive, please sit in traffic.
But the way it works, going in that direction, if you've never taken that route before, it's get kind of sketchy in some places.
Yeah, there's a couple tricky intersections where you really have to know where you're going.
Man, it's like,
yeah, I used to love it though because it was like driving in the back roads of back home. You know what I mean? But
But it's like traffic around here can go from 20 minutes to an hour and a half real quick.
Yeah.
And it's nothing, and it's just all because somebody was staring out their window, or one of them assholes that likes to drive all the way to the end of the line and jump over at the last second. And that day he met the motherfucker that was on some fuck around to find out, and they tapped each other.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It's wild, but there's certain times of the day around here where traffic is big, and it has a lot to do with just the volume of vehicles.
Crazy amount of people.
More so than like the space, it's the volume of vehicles.
And everybody expects you to be at work at the same time.
Ruining it for everybody.
Everybody expects you to be at work at the same time.
Yeah.
And they concentrate all the jobs in the same areas. So even if you don't work at the exact same place, most people are going the same directions because that's the areas where all the jobs are.
Yeah, like the warehouse, there's like 6 warehouses right there within 1 mile of each other.
It's what do they call it?
You have thousands of people going to work on the same 1 mile strip. So it's like there's thousands of cars going to these places. And now some people are carpooling, but really it comes down to like some people just don't have common courtesy for others on the road. And so they cause these traffic jams because other people are trying to drive appropriately. Like if people just drove appropriately, traffic would be slightly less. It would be congested, but it wouldn't be traffic. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference in everyone's going at adequate speeds. Yeah. It's just congested, right?
It's like I was saying with the skip the line.
Heavy traffic and like standstill because somebody jumped in front of you and now you got to brake or hit the back of them.
With the skip the line person, if I see people coming on the ramp, I start slowing down so I can, okay, you can get over. But then
I do the same thing.
And then it's like, no, I don't want to get over right here. I want to shoot all the way up here and try to force somebody to let me over. Like, bro, just fucking get over.
I just maintain the same speed, but it's like I don't need the 2 hours to go to my job, but like Cam's on the bus by like 7:45 on Thursdays, and I only go once a week, thank God. But at 7:45, I'm in the car as soon as he's on the bus. Sometimes as early as 7:40.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving the house. It takes 20 minutes to get there. Because it's all interstate if I stay on the interstate. You know what I mean?
And these motherfuckers, so-called constructions with widened bridges.
Right.
And it's like, all right.
But like sometimes the issue on the route that I take to work is that there are 4 on-ramps back to back.
Yeah.
So as soon as you finish one on-ramp, you can't even accelerate to allow the other on-ramp to like zipper merge. Like everyone is just stopped trying to let these 4 on-ramps on.
And don't let it be an accident on an off-ramp.
Listen, because these people are wild. But anyway.
Off-ramp will shut you. Accident on an off-ramp, fuck it. You might as well just call out.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've been like, listen.
Shut your fucking whole day.
I'll get there whenever I get there, but you're not going to rush me.
Yeah, traffic out here is so fucking... You would think that after like a couple days, people would figure it out.
No.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't figure it out at all. But what else you got?
I saw an article. It wasn't an article. It was a Facebook video, but let me have my moment, people. About this gentleman who did not work for Waffle House. So apparently this gentleman came in an outfit, like a regular outfit, put on an apron, and started working.
Okay.
At Waffle House. And apparently the other people working there just assumed he had been training at a different Waffle House because he just exuded this level of confidence.
So either he worked at a Waffle House before or he had eaten at Waffle House so much he knew the menu.
Like he could do it. And so then he started naming the stuff different names, like not what they would call it, but like just hyping things up. And he would yell things like in the place, and he got to know customers, and he had his own way of doing stuff. But the food was good. And so nobody said anything. And then somehow...
Ain't no manager realized that.
Nobody figured it out because they assumed he trained at another location, and they just missed the communication.
You've worked in the restaurant, and I've worked in the restaurant.
Right. Somebody knows.
So when you go in the restaurant, you clock in.
Yeah, apparently.
And then at no point in time was a manager checking labor. Was like, damn, we doing really good on labor.
Listen, and it was like, I think something happened with that where it was like he was fake clocking in and out, and somebody from like the higher ups came through and figured it out because of the clocking in and out situation. And when they approached him, he was like, I mean, but nobody complained about the food.
Fuck it, give him a job.
You know what I'm saying? No, they fired him.
How you gonna fire me? I don't work for you.
That's what I'm saying. So apparently he wasn't allowed to come back, and there was like a whole ordeal about it.
My man just like hanging out at Waffle House helping out.
I'm just over here like, listen, talk about they're calling him chef. First off, they're calling him Chef Manifestation. If you want to look him up, they're calling him Chef Manifestation because he apparently wanted to learn how to do it. So he just decided to walk in and do it. And then not only did he crush it, but nobody figured it out right away. And he was there for like a minute. And then when they like got him out, you know what I mean? He was just like, I wanted to learn. And I mean, but nobody complained about the food though, you know? And I was like, get it. This is great. This is what we live for. You know what I mean?
First off, shout out to bro. Cause he didn't go somewhere safe.
Listen, he went to Waffle House.
He didn't go to Cracker Barrel or IHOP or no shit like that.
He went to Roham's Waffle House.
He went to a straight war zone.
He went to Waffle House.
Where anybody can get it.
Listen.
And it won't even and he excelled. So I'm pretty sure like however long he was there, there was nights they was like, oh man, Billy on the grill? Shit, send Earl home. And Earl probably actually needed the money.
Listen.
Like, Earl got 7 kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Just trying to make it. You done cut him and sent him home early. And that bitch free.
Listen.
No check.
And he was just like, I was reading through it because it was like a video, but they were talking about it. And then they have like the little article that goes with it. And I was like, this is so good. Because it's like, this is the stuff that they talk about when you're first starting to get a job too. It's like, you don't have any experience. So they hire somebody else. How are you supposed to get experience? The Chef Manifestation. That's how you're supposed to get experience. You're supposed to walk in and own it.
Do you know how bored you have to be?
Listen.
To go get a job for free?
Listen.
Like,
I mean,
do you know how bored? They never said, hey, how bro ain't never got no training videos? how
Listen.
When he's here, our labor report is amazing.
The crazy part is it's Waffle House. Nobody was checking nothing.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody was checking. Was somebody on the grill?
That's all they give a fuck about.
Was somebody putting food up? Yes. Were the customers not fighting? Mm-hmm.
Like Waffle House is not even like.
Sign me up. You know what I mean?
You don't even really want to go to Waffle House.
I love Waffle House.
But it's like,
I love to go to Waffle House. I love to eat at Waffle House. I genuinely miss 2 to 3 a.m. at a Waffle House. Best waffle.
But look at what you said though. 2 to 3 a.m.
Love it. I've been there in the middle of the day for a burger. I love me some Waffle House.
Down bad.
Listen, I love me some Waffle House.
Nobody just goes to Waffle House in the middle of the day.
Listen, they used to have it where you could get it as a wrap.
But yeah, shout out to bro. Shout out to bro for holding it down, man. Hopefully your Waffle House endeavors will not be in vain. Hopefully,
I hope they get him a job, like an actual job, like he start getting paid for it.
No, because he's only going to be able to function in Waffle House.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. I hope Waffle House take him and claim him. They're not. They're so butthurt about it.
Yeah, instead they could have turned that into such a positive thing. They surely
could have. They could have literally hyped him up so hard.
They could have turned that into a positive thing, but
he could have been a spokesperson. You know, he looked like he would be cool as shit. If he had to pull that shit at like Denny's or something, listen, Denny's might would have hooked him up. Listen,
but Waffle House ain't gonna do it.
I'm gonna need somebody to step up for Chef Manifestation though, because man's willing to put the work in. You know what I mean? He's willing. It was such a cool thing, and I was like, I love this.
My man sitting there showing up for work for free.
Listen,
everybody love him.
Listen.
I wanted to have a whole background. Like, yeah, I came from the Minnesota.
I'm gonna see if I can find the article without the video. Hold on. It's a Harrisburg. It said he was
in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it said he was fired part-time. Hold on. Waffle House Chef manifestation. Okay. So this is it. Chef manifestation is this is just Google AI, people. Chef manifestation is a viral satire story about a man named Terrence Coleman. So everybody can look this up. Who allegedly worked at Jackson, Mississippi Waffle House for 4 months without being hired, trained, or in the payroll system.
Yeah, it was in Mississippi. They don't give a fuck.
Listen, he is praised for his immense confidence, aggressive breakfast energy. That's what because he would yell out things that were just a lot. And serving unique items like Southern creme brulee, a waffle before being caught.
You remember when SpongeBob was all hype? Because he was working he was probably in there like SpongeBob.
Listen.
He was probably in that bitch. Order up! Like killing that shit.
It said key aspects of the story were his persona. He was reportedly wore black shoes and a sweat towel and moved with intense confidence that made staff assume that he was training. His menu innovation. He was known for calling bacon breakfast ribbons, eggs morning meat, and creating Robinson risotto at his Waffle House. The downfall, it states that he was caught trying to baptize a waffle in butter and was arrested while trying to clock out despite not being an employee. And then there's been like tons of social media stories, etc. But like apparently, like they took him, like he got arrested. Like he didn't even work there. He was just hyping his Waffle House to the ultimate Waffle House.
That's just a man that like to cook breakfast. And they
called the cops on this man for baptizing a waffle.
That's just a man that like to cook breakfast.
This is a man who wants everybody to have a happy breakfast. He had aggressive breakfast energy.
But they
were so upset about it.
Black forces with a black sweat rag in Mississippi. Listen, I'm not surprised.
Listen, and he doesn't look like a terrible guy. I'm just saying that, like, when I read the story, I was like, this is so podcast worthy.
That's probably the best food. That's probably the best food them folks had in a long time.
Listen, he just get your morning meat, get your breakfast ribbons.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I don't want you calling my eggs morning meat though.
Listen,
you could have called this shit something else.
Listen, I'm just done. But it was such a good story.
You could have called them free range chicken babies.
And who has anybody seen? I need to know. Has anybody seen the new viral like bathtub inserts for people? I think I sent it to you, but it's like a insert that you can put in your bathtub that like raises the sides of it so like grown adults can take a bath too.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like, okay, so bathtubs have like the short side, etc. So like you can only fill it up so high and then everything out of the water is fucking cold, right? Like everyone has.
Our bathtub is even.
What?
Our bathtub is even.
Yes, but you can't fill it up. I can't lay in there and fill it up all the way.
So explain to me what this is.
So it's basically like, think about it like when you have like kids or dogs and you can put like the pop-up, it's like a pop-up pool, right? Like, or like a ball pit pool, right? So it's a pop-up. So it folds up and expands into like an oval shape, right? This one fits into your bathtub, but has higher sides on it. So it goes above the side of your bathtub. So it's taller than the sides of your bathtub. And then you fill it with water and you can get in it.
Why is this a thing?
I want one. I want one so bad. Pretty sure I sent it to you.
Yeah, so you can drown yourself in the fucking tub?
No, so I can actually sit and be under the water. Instead of trying to like lay down and be weird about it. Then your knees are always out and your knees is cold and the rest of you is warm. Who wants that? Nobody?
I'm like 6'2". I ain't fucking sat in a bathtub since we had them big ass jacuzzi tubs at like the timeshare.
That was fun. That was hilarious.
But bathtubs,
we both struggled to get up out of them though.
Thank you. But bathtubs,
listen.
Bathtubs in modern times I
Well,
don't think they're necessarily meant for what you're thinking of.
this one is. It's a little pop-up. Hold on, I'll show you.
You're talking about a bathtub accessory. I said bathtubs.
See that one?
Sure.
Anyway. Work's been interesting now that
That's crazy, man.
now that someone has returned.
Well, if, fucking anybody.
We struggle to use Outlook and Teams, and they're supposed to sell in the wild, on the fly, from a mobile device. I'm like, how are we gonna do that?
Hey, man, when your boss man letting people do whatever the fuck they want to do, it is what it
Right?
tis what it is.
Listen. And then they reached out to me today. It's pouring rain. What do you want me to do? Please advise. Call your GM.
Yeah, why is he calling you about rain?
Because that used to be what happened is you would call the office girl that was above me before, the office lady that was above me.
Okay.
You would call her and she would make the decision from the office. We don't do that anymore. It's not my job to make a decision like for your role. You know what I mean? And so I was like, these are the expectations though. And I laid out the expectations. And then I said, but yeah, you'll want to talk to the GM. He'll make the decision about the day-to-day operations and what needs to happen. And then he communicates that to me as needed. Yeah. Right. And so then he didn't reply to me and I was like, cool, whatever. And then ended up finishing this whole route.
You said he finished it?
Yeah, did the whole thing. So it must not have been raining that hard.
It wasn't.
I know.
He's being a baby back bitch.
Get it. What else do we have going on?
I was asleep.
I feel like I did some funny shit this week.
No.
Brood?
I was asleep, man.
Oh, so listen, we're watching Bridgerton, right? And apparently, I learned this week that I have caucus flare-ups. Didn't know that I had them, but I was made aware this week.
Only because you say certain phrases, and you'll get extremely proper.
Listen, I've been doing customer service basically since birth, okay? For family and then professionally, okay? There is a difference between how I talk regularly, how I talk with different people, and then how I talk as a customer service voice, you know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes I slip up, right? Like sometimes I've got a really thick accent, sometimes I've got no accent, sometimes I've got like customer service voice on. So we're watching it and I'm speaking about Varley, who is the Featheringtons like ride or die. You know what I mean? She is their ride or die. You know what I mean? And so I was like, listen here, that's your motherfucking ride or die. And he got so hyped up about the G at the end of motherfucking.
If you're interested in watching Bridgerton, it's a whole bunch of women getting defiled and sullied.
Oh my God. And he's fascinated with the little like maid hats.
I just said I was going to get you one.
Listen, I told him, go ahead and give me one. Watch what happens.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
We'll see. Give me one and find out.
You're going to wear it.
Okay.
It's a little maid hat. Like I just looked at it as a hat. You're the one that said, oh, it's a maid hat. Like, why can't it just be a hat?
Because it's not.
I don't even know what it's called.
A maid hat.
There ain't no way if I Google maid hat that this shit pops up.
I don't know. Head dressing. There's that G again.
Yep.
But yeah, I was like, motherfucking ride or die. And he was like, you said that way too proper. He said, you're having a caucus flare up right now. And I was like, damn.
It don't even show up like that.
Yeah. Just type in what are the name of the Bridgerton maid hats. Why are you making it complicated?
I'll figure it out.
Ask it. I'll ask it.
It ain't that deep.
Too late. Too late.
It's not that deep to be Googling during podcasts.
Well.
Young man's been doing good. He's always doing good. Little sharp ass nails.
They are called
Hats.
maid caps or bonnets.
Okay.
I was very close. I was very close.
Stream today for the first time in a while, trying to get back into it.
You know?
Pretty good time. Learned some new stuff on World of Warcraft.
Nice.
So, interested to see how World of Warcraft resets every Tuesday. Sometimes it takes all day, sometimes it takes a couple hours.
Well, there's that.
So, we'll see how long that takes. I'm going to get the emblem swapped out on the truck tomorrow, so instead of the gold Chevy bow ties, I'll have black ones. That'll fit the old Silverado.
Nice. Have you
Get your
heard
foot out of it.
Have you heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl?
The fuck is that?
So it's a book series.
Get your foot out of his face.
It's just on the pillow. It's fine. It's fine.
When I get my dog, that is going to be a trigger, and I hope he bites the fucking toe off your foot.
Stop it. You're going to leave your dog home with me regularly.
I'm going to send my dog away for training.
Okay.
And when he comes back,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make sure that, hey, if anybody puts a foot in his face, spaz the fuck out.
Listen.
You're going to chew that motherfucker off.
And then they will still stay home with me, and I will become mommy.
Okay.
And it's different.
Okay.
It's different. They'll get all the treats just because they're cute.
People get bit all the time by dogs that had their whole life.
But anyway, no. So, one of the people that I've known most of my life, they posted on Facebook that they were trying to figure out what people do with their life. Like, what are their hobbies? What are things they like or whatever, etc. And so I was talking about reading and how many books I've read. And they were like, oh, you would really like Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I was like, well, mostly I read like adult themed books. And apparently this apparently this one's, I don't know that it's quite in the category of like romance, but it's an apocalyptic book where the main character gets like stuck with his ex's cat, and they go on all of these different like apocalyptic-esque adventures.
How am I stuck with your cat?
Listen, I don't know.
Because I can just leave the fucking cat.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here. But apparently it's like a big thing, and it's like up and coming, and people are starting to talk about it. So like I was like, cool. So it's on Kindle. So I've added it to my TBR, my to be read list. And then I just started another book. I think it's called When We Had Forever. It's a standalone. But apparently her husband died. But there's some mystery because he was a twin, and she wasn't close to the twin and was actually told by her husband, like, don't ever contact him because he's bad. But then I guess the twin reaches, I haven't read, but like 3 chapters in, but apparently like the twin reaches out and knows her better than he should know her for them never having even met. And I guess like there's implications, I have no idea if they're facts, but there's implications that may suggest the twins may have switched places at one point, is where I'm thinking it's going.
Pretty sure that happened.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking it's going, but I haven't read anything, so I don't know. So not a spoiler because I have no clue.
That seems like one of those
right,
easily guessable plot twists.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, but like the little snippet that I saw on the TikToks made me want to read it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm only 3 chapters in. But I'm in a little bit of a funk because I've had palate cleansers. I just tried to read one, but it was like so drawn out. And I was like, I don't like this. But then the quick ones go too quick. But I've also read like over 1,000 books in the last couple years. You know what I mean?
Some good shows though.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch Queen Charlotte next.
But I'm saying like we finished The Boys. That's done. Invincible until next year or whatever, that's done. Mm-hmm. We just binge watched Bridgerton. That's probably done until next year. We done finished Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Until he decides to do whatever he does.
I did see on Facebook that they're looking for people in, I think it was Tennessee or something. Somewhere.
I would still like for him to go back to Australia.
Yeah.
And get like.
But they're working on casting, so I think there is another season coming.
Yeah, but that's probably we're still not gonna get one till probably next year.
Yeah, because they got to film everything.
It's like we find shows and we really like them and we binge watch them, and then it's like,
Yeah.
what's next?
Yeah.
So we need some good show recommendations or something that's like.
I have a couple series that I'm waiting to read because they have like 2 books, and only one of the 2 books came out so far that I'm waiting on.
I told you, Doug's writing a book.
I keep waiting. Yeah.
It sounds pretty good.
What's it about? Tell me more for the people listening.
It's like, I think it's something you would read.
So descriptive.
Well, it's in olden times. There's some forms of magics in it, but not too crazy.
Okay. Is there
a
romance?
Yeah.
Nice. Is it steamy romance or PG-13 romance?
I didn't get deep into it with them.
You should ask more questions as usual.
I know there's supposed to be like a real like tearjerker in it.
I love a book that makes me cry.
Speaking of crying,
I love a storyline that makes me
like
cry.
the last fucking 3 episodes of Bridgerton.
And I'm talking like ugly crying. I was ugly crying like the last 3 episodes, and I'm talking like I'm yelling at the TV in tears. That's why I'm so stuffed up, because I was legit like, not just like a couple tears, like you were emotional. It like hit you in the feels. Like I'm bawling.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Like shirt is wet, running down my chin.
But yeah, Doug is he's writing a book. I think he said he got like 300 or 400 pages written.
Nice.
And I told him, I'm like, bro, it sounds amazing, man. Like,
You gonna read it to me?
no.
Why not?
Why would I read it to you?
You got a great voice.
I don't like reading to people.
You should reconsider.
No. So what I'm trying to tell you is my eyes don't keep up with my brain.
Oh. You go too fast on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I don't like reading out loud.
Like on the inside, I'm like a 2.5 to 3 speed.
Yeah, I don't.
So when I read, I'm like a 1.5.
I don't like reading out loud.
Yeah.
Because I get my brain and my mouth don't process it. Like I'm all the way over here.
Yeah. My mouth's still on the first paragraph, and my brain has already finished the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like when I was in school, I used to read like you read. I used to run through books.
Yeah.
But reading out loud, like I can't keep up with.
I mean, if I'm interested, I could do like 400 to 600 pages a day. If I'm not interested, I struggle to get through 3 chapters.
When I was in school, my favorite, like when I was in like 4th grade, I used to love, like 3rd grade, 4th grade, I used to love Goosebumps.
I love Goosebumps.
And those was like little, 350, 400 page books?
Yeah, I liked Pick Your Adventure too.
But I would run through like 2-3 Goosebumps a day, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But then if you say read out loud, I'm at the end of the book already, and then it makes me fumble through words.
Well, and see, when we had to read in class, like I would figure out which paragraph, like, you know how sometimes they'd be like, you start here and we're going to go this order. Like I would count how many people, and I would read that paragraph over and over and over again. I wouldn't listen to anything else that's going on in the room. I would read that paragraph over and over again, because if I followed along, I wouldn't be able to read that paragraph.
Yeah, I hate that shit anyway.
But
for what he's telling me about it, I think it's going to be nice. And I'm looking forward to it.
Is it a standalone or a part of a series?
It's going to be a series.
Is it a cliffhanger series or a multi main character series?
I know the first book is kind of about a like a teenage boy coming into himself, and discovering. I want to say like discovering like he has certain abilities.
Yeah.
Then he finds some chick that he's like gets that's like his love interest, and he's pursuing her. I don't think it's a cliffhanger though.
Well, what I mean is like there's certain series where there's like 6 books in the series, but each book is dedicated to like a different couple or a
So I
different
don't know how he's
storyline.
writing. I don't know how he's
Right.
doing.
And then you have other series where it's 6 books, but it's the same storyline just continued
I
through
know
each
he's
book.
planning it. I know he's planning it at least to be more than one book with this
Main character.
main character.
So then that's a multi-book series versus a series with multiple books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna have at least 2 or 3 books with this guy.
Yeah, because like the Kings of Croydon series that I was talking about, there's 32 books I've already read.
But you're talking about the jump to
Each one of those 32 books was a different couple.
right.
You know what I mean? But they were all set in the same town, same friend group, same people.
Well, I mean, you could say kind of like Bridgerton. Each season is kind of
right. It's a different. Each season, there's a couple of main people that they're focused on.
yeah.
But it's the same, the ton, etc. And like I like those sometimes because I get the change from one to the other. There's still the drama, the arc, the resolution,
Mm-hmm.
but there's still a happily ever after at the end of each book. Sometimes in the multi-book series where it takes 2 to 5 books to finish the same character set, like the same 2 people love interest or 3 people love interest, whatever it is in that for that book. Sometimes they draw it out to try to make the pages fill. So they'll repeat themselves through chapters. And then the next book, they spend the first 2 chapters recapping the previous book to fill it out and then setting up the next book at the end. You know what I mean? And then they do the same thing. So it's like sometimes I get caught up and then want to skip ahead because I've already read it. I read the first book. I don't necessarily need the recap, but also I get why you would want to recap. Like if you're one of those people who doesn't wait for a full series to be out, you would want to recap.
Yeah.
I get why it's there and I get why it's helpful and I love that. But like, I'm a binge reader. I just closed the first book. I don't need these first 2 chapters. So sometimes I get like bored reading the same recap.
Well, I told him whenever he gets done, and because I asked him like, was he gonna use his real name or was he gonna come up with a
nom de plume.
All right, look at you,
pen name.
big fancy over there. Say it again.
Nom de plume.
Yeah, look at that shit. Ain't that a bitch? But I asked him like how he was gonna do it. He said he's still trying to figure that out. But I told him, I was like, whenever he gets his actual book, and he's went through his drafts or whatever, and he's satisfied, and he really says he's putting it out, I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah.
I like stuff from people that I know.
Yeah.
Well,
and it gives you an insight into that person and how they write because you write what you know, even if you don't know what you're writing yet.
Yeah.
So like your writing style says a lot. Like, and you can notice when different authors write. And I like watching them grow. So sometimes if I find a series that I'm really interested in, I'll go back to like their very first series released and read that.
Yeah.
And then read the one that caught my interest.
Because apparently, it's something he's been doing off and on for a while. And then recently, he decided, he wanted to actually
pursue it,
give it a good push and try to finish it.
Well, and it's crazy because I love going into a book. I like living there. It's the same with the series. Like you watch me get emotionally attached to these fictional characters. Like I love getting invested in the world, in the buildup, in the characters, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've thought about it because of how much I love being there, but I don't know that I have the capability to imagine the conversations.
Yeah, I was asking him about that. I was like, man.
I mean, that's where the talent comes in because you can write a book with no conversation. You can tell a story.
Yeah, I was asking him, I was like, how do you keep track of all the different characters and all the different dialogues and...
Well, and I know that there's charting and planning and they don't just jump into a book a lot of times, like how the movies make it seem, that they sit down and they start writing and it all comes out.
Oh, I'm just going to write a novel.
There's a lot of planning that goes into it. You know what I mean? I think that it's like, but for me, it would be hard to do the engagement part of the conversation because that's when you get the character's personality and their, like, you know, interaction with the reader is when that reader is reading those conversations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I mean? And like, I love it. I think authors are just like, I mean, I could probably do like a children's level book. Sign me up. There's no conversation there. I think that's the level extent of what talent I could have. I mean, I could write you some wild stories. You know what I mean? But I highly doubt I'm writing you
A 600 page,
like a book.
600, 600 page fucking adventure.
Children's book, sign me up. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
fucking-
Nani the unicorn and her adventures, sign us up. You know what I'm saying?
But like
and
fucking,
she would go on wild adventures.
but like Harry Potter and like Chronicles of Narnia and shit like that.
I couldn't do it.
My characters would have had the same conversation
They would be
15
so
fucking
flat.
times.
They would be so flat.
Like that. Remember that one lady you had where she copied her books?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, like, that is exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. It would be like, and then she approached, hey. And then he said, hey. And then she said, what are you doing? And then he said, you know. And then she said, cool. And then he said, well, I gotta go. And she said, see you later.
Yeah, this.
And then it would be like, and as he turned away from her, all she could feel inside was the wish that she had had better words to express her feelings for him. The way that the wind whistled through his hair, the green of his eyes. Like, the story would be lit, but the conversation would lack. I could probably do like an idea collaboration with somebody who could write. Like,
a lot of people, that's how they write.
I would love to pre-plan with an author and share some ideas.
It's kind of like
plot twist,
it's like when people do audio biographies, they come to you, hey, I would like to do an autobiography about you, and you just talk about shit you've been through in life.
Yeah.
Then they write the book.
Yeah. Well, that would be a biography. Autobiography is when you write it yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Couldn't just let me live.
I am letting you live.
That's wild.
You were being factual. It was just the wrong name. I got your back.
Sometimes.
You're welcome.
Sometimes, man.
You're welcome.
I told her the other day my hand been hurting for like a month and a half.
And I asked him about that insurance he'd be paying for every month. I was like, he was how much it costs to go to the doctor. I said, don't you have insurance that you pay for every month, that you pay for every month? The premium you pay out of your check every month that you be paying for every month? Don't you have that insurance?
I need to go, man.
You do need to go for more than just your hand.
Hey,
you got to keep you here and healthy.
What we're not going to do is add extra shit.
What we are going to do is have you be my motherfucking ride or die.
Okay.
And to do that, I need you to live and not die.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I need you to ride. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to need baby girl to catch up on Bridgerton so we can talk about it.
First of all, because I'm out here ready to spoiler alert, because I was in full on tears for literally the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
I mean, I was just bawling the last 3 episodes. There was
crazy part is
so many emotions.
Crazy part is it was kind of warranted. You know what I mean?
They were really sad parts.
Yeah, it was some sad shit.
I was like bawling. They're like talking about it, and I'm just like, stop talking, just stop.
How many seasons of Queen Charlotte is it?
It's only 6 episodes.
Oh, that's not enough.
Well, it covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, but that's not enough. We'll watch that shit on one fucking.
I know.
That's.
I don't know how long the episodes are though.
You said 6 episodes. That's fucking Saturday night and Sunday. We're done.
Know.
So we need something else to line up that we ain't.
Well, there was that Victoria thing that I saw that was 4 seasons.
And then my buddy at work was telling me about the show called The Kingdom or something like that, or The Last Kingdom.
Yeah, and then a lot of people have said Outlander and The Vikings.
I don't like Outlander.
Why?
I've watched quite a bit of it. I actually discovered it by accident.
Oh.
And you ever seen it?
No.
So what happens is it's a lady in like 70s or 80s. She's traveling with her husband She goes out into a field, disappears, wakes up in like fucking Viking times.
Oh,
Um,
what is that?
is stuck there forever. Ends up hooking up with a Viking dude. They start feeling it. He starts looking out for her. Somehow, she ends up back in modern times. Now she's all mopey and depressed, wondering what happened with the dude. Figures out there's something with her family where they can time travel. So she decides to go back to the Viking dude. And it's like, fuck the husband.
Damn.
Go back to the Viking dude.
Okay.
And at some point, her daughter is like, fuck this shit, I'm going to get moms. She goes. They end up coming back home. It turns into a deal.
Oh, well, there's that.
It's cool for what it is. The time travel shit kind of is like,
well,
if you want to watch it, I'll watch it with you. But I'm just
no.
It's like you probably like it. There's plenty of it's Vikings, so they're getting sullied.
Well, and what's the dragon show?
The only dragon show I know is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm supposed to watch that, but I don't know where we can watch that. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere.
I mean, it was a great show.
I was told to watch that one.
That's something you should have watched when it was prime. We'll give Outlanders a shot.
There are a lot of romance shows on Netflix that we could watch. Inspired by books, if you will.
Sure. We'll try Outlanders. See if I can find Game of Thrones. I got a bunch of it downloaded, but
You know what you ain't watched in a while?
What?
Roots.
I ain't forgot.
You have.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
You'd have been watched it.
My birthday's coming up. You know what I'm doing on my birthday? I already planned this shit out in my mind. I don't forget. That is one show.
Anybody else get the desire to watch Roots on their birthday? No, just him? Cool.
Every time I watch it, I notice something different. And I'm like, they was right the whole time. You laughing.
What made me think of Marcus's name?
Strong name.
In Bridgerton. Because he was saying Marcus different. He said it was a strong name. I'm like, yeah, Marcus.
She's scared. She's scared to tell them kids. Oh, Marcus been over there slinging that black meat on her.
He says it like Marcus. It's Marcus.
Okay. That
like
ain't what she call him.
Like how it's Earl Williams.
Okay. Marcus over there beating them yams up.
Stop it.
Spent the night and everything.
And then she said,
mad comfortable.
Still don't want it.
Mad comfortable.
Real comfortable.
Woke up, wasn't even a rush to leave.
What?
What else you got?
I think that's about it.
Anybody got recommendations, though? That would be amazing. Good recommendations. But the thing about that is, what people like is subjective.
Yeah.
And then, I don't think people understand that you're allowed to like different shit.
Right.
And people get pissy.
If you don't like what they like.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and when you make suggestions, just a thought, suggest something that you think they might like. Like, don't just suggest something because you love it if you know they're going to not like it.
Like, I know you would probably love Game of Thrones. Because it's Dungeons and Dragons,
I love that stuff.
It's love shit, it's all kind of, it's epic battles, it's a great story. It. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to watch fucking The Wire. No. Knowing that you're not going to want to watch Baltimore Street Life.
You know?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that's like reading books. People will be like, you should read this self-help book. Do I look like I want to read a self-help book? No, because I read for leisure, not for knowledge. Do I gain knowledge
And even then,
by reading for leisure? I do.
Even with a self-help book. Motherfucker, just because the book worked for you don't mean it's for everybody.
Listen, and we were talking about self-help books at work because the GM was recommended to read a couple as part of his GM training that he's undergoing now. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what is the point of reading these books? I'm like, I can't make it through the first 2 chapters because it's the same stuff that should be common, like logical knowledge. You know what I mean? Like things that just make sense for you to do or not to do, but they don't give you any guideline to get there. They're just like, this is what you should do. Okay, but how? Like, break it down for me.
You know, a lot of self-help books is kind of in that fake-ass, I don't know, man. They just be phony.
Well, it's like, so I think about it like motivational speakers, right? Like, I love hearing a good motivational story, right? I love hearing that people get to that happy ever after or, you know, resolve that conflict. But it's not helpful in the sense that you didn't give me the steps to fix it myself if I were going through that. You gave me the knowledge that I'm not alone. You may have motivated me to keep trying another day, right? But you didn't actually put how to do it for myself out there. It's almost like a gatekeep is what it feels like. Because it's like, if you would just tell me, and this could be, you know, my mental roadblocks, you know, my ADHD, my OCD, whatever, that's like holding me up. You know what I mean? But I need it itemized. I'm going to need you to put it in list form. Let me check it off, right? Like if it's talking about getting out of a difficult relationship, I've been in those.
You
but
know
how
what?
do you get out if you've never gotten out before?
Speaking of self-help books and shit like that, I remember, I'm not a fan of Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Steve Harvey, I think he's full of shit. You've been married like fucking 5 times, writing books talking about
married life, yeah.
Married life, and how the fuck? Apparently, it ain't work for you, bitch.
Right.
But I remember he had a segment on his show one day, called himself trying to self-help and drop knowledge, and he was like, "Rich people only sleep 3 hours a day." He was like, "The stock market opened at this time in the morning on the East Coast. So if you on the West Coast, that means you need to be up at this time." Like, bro, you think the average motherfucker that just worked 12 hours
gonna be up?
Like, you're not telling real people
right
how to function and come up in the world. You're sitting here telling some bullshit to try to make yourself sound smart.
Like, I want to know step by step how somebody who had nothing built a multi-million-dollar business. Like, I don't want to hear how you motivated yourself and you woke up every day and you found a great mentor. I want to know the step by step. Where did you go? Who did you talk to? How did you learn?
Came up with this idea. Where did you go to find funding for this idea? After you started getting funding, what was the steps you took?
Tell me the quote of what you Google searched. Give me the tangible steps to do it for myself.
Yeah.
You know? Now, if you want to charge me to do that,
that's different.
Cool. You know what I mean? But give me the tangible steps. Like even some of these programs that try to like quote unquote train you, they still don't give you anything but free knowledge that you could get from a free program. There's no step by step that's really telling you. It's like, have this mindset. Okay, how do I get that mindset?
Motherfucker will write a book that'll say strong work ethic, positive mindset, don't be late, be punctual.
For 38 pages.
You can do that shit every day. You do that shit every day of your life.
Right.
And be making minimum wage.
They'll be like, 7 habits of successful people. Make your bed every morning. What does making my bed every morning?
Yeah. Eat. Make your bed every morning. Eat 1 piece of toast, 2 raw eggs.
There are some people who literally have to do that routine in order to live, but they are not millionaires. So you've got to give me more than just make my bed. Is it that you have a tangible routine? Because maybe that isn't making my bed every morning. Maybe that's, reviewing my calendar every morning or having something to do each day.
A lot of so-called successful people are only successful because of who they know.
A lot of them, yeah, they meet the right people and they skyrocket.
But it's like they meet the right people and they skyrocket, or their families just so happen to be in a position
to like assist from behind.
They just happen to know somebody. Like,
and there are occasions where people will get
like,
their own example,
right? Perfect example. Not being funny, not downplaying them. I'm glad he got an opportunity, but like, buddy at work just happened to come into a duplex.
Mm-hmm.
Great deal. Already has a tenant.
Nice.
It was like, so he pretty much has a rental property now. But it's kind of like, how'd you know this guy? Oh, my mom and dad know him. You get what I'm saying? Now, the average person that's out there struggling in the streets, they don't have that opportunity to where my parents know somebody, or
they can get approved for a loan,
or your uncle, or, they don't.
Yeah.
They come across this. The average person is never going to just come across this amazing opportunity.
Well, and everyone talks about like rental properties are where it is, and you can do all this with a rental property, but it's like you still have to have something as collateral. Like if you don't have anything as collateral and you just keep borrowing against the borrow it, like you're gonna back yourself into a hole if you fail. Like you can't fail.
I like my buddy, like Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle is renting a house from an older lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, Kyle, whenever I decide I want to sell the house, she told him she was going to sell him the house for like $800 a month. Right?
Yeah. Like a lease to own or something.
But I said, so one day we was talking about rent. And he said,
Big Max is back.
Yeah, shit's crazy. One day he was talking about rent. And he was like, oh man, that's too much for rent. I don't understand why people don't just buy a house. And I had this point. I said, Kyle, you fail to realize if you didn't come across this lady that was just trying to rent out a house for $800,
and didn't need the income.
I said, Cal, you're not in reality. You're not in the real world. But you just happen to come across this lady.
Yeah.
She's cutting you a crazy ass deal on a house. And if she decides to sell it, you're pretty much getting a fucking house for free.
And like for a reference, y'all, like in our area, a condo, not a standalone house, a condo is no less than $1,500 with nothing included. Like, let alone a house. Houses are anywhere from $1,700 to $2,400.
I mean, shit, Zach was about to pay goddamn $19 for a 2-bedroom.
And that was an apartment.
No, 1-bedroom.
Yeah, that's an apartment. But that apartment in particular had, like, gym access. It was literally across the street from an entire shopping center to include groceries and food. It also had, like, other amenities at the location. You know what I mean? Like you were paying for the amenities and location more than you were paying for like the space. But like even with a house, like it's just not feasible to live anywhere. Like and like you said, you really genuinely have to know someone who is willing to help, just even give you like a step up. Not even like a come up, just a step up. You know what I mean?
Oh, close to death.
That's fine. We'll talk through it.
Just talk to it.
And so it's like, but it's wild because it's like these self-help stuff. It's like, I don't understand the way that my brain works.
It's not meant to help nobody.
I can't break it down enough. Like, I need you to Amelia Bedelia the instructions to me.
It's not meant to help people.
But that's what I'm saying. It's meant to get them money. It helps them. Like, because you bought the self-help book, they get a cut of that purchase. You know, you listen to the self-help podcast, they get a cut of that product or whatever because you paid for that podcast or that training.
Everybody bullshits you. Oh, man, what was the secret to your success? Well, you know, every day of my life, I wake up and I read 7 Ways to Be a Man. You read the same shit every day. Mm-hmm. You know, I start my day off and I make sure I read that book, and then I get in my Mercedes AMG. Eat 2 strips of bacon.
And then I asked my chef to make me breakfast ribbons. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Bring it back around. But it's wild because it's like they make money off people who genuinely want to learn to do better. You know, and you remember who was it? Was it Tony Robbins when we were growing up? That motivational
Yeah,
speaker?
he's still around.
Yeah, there was tons like him though. You know what I mean? Where it was like you could pay to go to their motivational series and you'd show up at a hotel, you and like 300 other wide-eyed, bushy-tailed ingenues looking for the next
Sit there for
biggest
2
thing.
hours and ain't learn shit.
Sit there for 2 hours and the whole thing would be like, do you want to know how you can be successful? Because you can.
You want to stop being a loser in life?
Do you want everyone to look at what you have and be envious and want to know how you got it? Because you can. Do you want to know how to do it? I'm going to tell you how to do it. Are you ready to know how to do it?
$49.99.
Right. For $49.95, you can learn how to do it too. Because I have developed a whole thing that you can purchase
Then you had
to learn how to do it.
Had to take a class.
Listen, and then you took the class and you were like, this is the same shit that he just said in this whole thing that I was sitting in here for 2 hours and I needed to get a catered lunch.
I mean, I think
it cost me $300 for this ticket.
I think at the end of the day, it ain't no secret. It ain't no fucking formula, man. It's like, look at YouTube and social media. Some people try and they make videos every day.
Yeah.
They never make it. It's people on YouTube, hundreds of videos, might never get 1,000 views.
Listen.
And then it's kids out here or people like that just happen to be at the right place in the right time.
Going viral.
Catch a video of something stupid happening, post it, goes viral. Sometimes they capitalize on it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
I've seen people have moments to where it's like they got a viral video and it was their own work. They didn't know how to capitalize on it. And it's like, that was it. Once you lose that initial.
Yeah, and that momentum. Well, and I like to experience share, right? But I give receipts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that, like, people tell me is, like, you might have been through some stuff, but you'll share what you do know. And I can't, like, it takes a village. And when it takes a village, it means that you have to share your resources. Like, I have no problem telling people, read this particular book. You can find it online if you search this area, like, or search for this website, you know, or if you're having issues and you need somebody to talk to, these are the 4 or 5 different numbers that you can call. And someone's available 24/7 for free. You don't need insurance. They don't need to know your name. You can just talk to them and they will listen. You know, like, that's what you need, is for them to give you the tools. Like, I might not know the steps to take, but this is a starting point.
Yeah.
You know, and like, even places that I've gone for therapies or support, like, I share that with people who I see struggling. Like, this is one place I've tried. They really helped me during this particular time in my life. But when I transitioned, this place really helped me with something else. And it's like, because people need to know what resources are out there for them and how to move past where they're at, you know? And like, I feel like motivational speakers would probably get more traction if they did stuff like that. Like, when you motivational speak, put a damn PowerPoint up behind you with all the information you're talking about.
I mean, you got people out there.
You know, there's some that do, I'm sure, but
you have people out there that really do give information.
I don't believe in gatekeeping for sure.
There's definitely a lot of gatekeepers because they're
monetarily motivated by
money.
Yeah.
They're motivated by money, so they're definitely gatekeeping. But like years ago when I was into the little gym shit and I was doing my little weightlifting thing, I found a guy on YouTube. I hate that I forgot his name.
You'll find him.
He actually had great information. And like while listening to him made you want to go to the gym and start trying different shit. And then like he would give little motivational speeches and I was just like, damn. Made it feel like good going. But like I get what you're saying. Like a lot of people definitely have that paywall where I'm gonna try to suck you into spending at least a good
Yeah.
$20 before.
And some of them also try to make you feel bad to rope you in. And I'm like, I don't want to feel bad. I already feel bad. Like most days it's hard to get up.
But we're in a monetized country anyway, though.
Yeah, everything's capitalized.
People want to get over on everything, man. Like this country, man. Like the values that we used to have, and coming from the country where you used to could leave your door open and nobody walked in.
Yeah.
Nobody walked in to cause harm or steal from you. It was all.
I was about to say, because people definitely walked in. They just was looking for food too.
No, they wasn't. I'm talking about people who come over and they was friends of the family, or they was dropping something off, or
Nana used to leave the back door unlocked, and she had the shower curtain in between the pantry and the back door, so you couldn't necessarily see who was coming in all the time. But then they would just holler from the back door, and just come on in. Front door always open, just the screen door.
You're just sitting on the porch with your neighbors having a good time,
waving.
Now everybody's all sketchy and fucking. Even riding around here sometimes is like.
Except me, I wave to a shit ton of people. I know quite a few of our neighbors.
Yeah.
But I like to get to know people. Like, well, our one neighbor, they moved out, and she was sharing that they've got some, like food life changes that they've had to make because people have, like, celiac and a few other things. So she was getting rid of some food, and she's like, do you want them? I'm like, sure. So she, like, brought down, like, 3 bags of food.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. But, like, you never know what a neighbor is going to need or what resource they might need or who they might need to talk to. So, like, I talk to quite a few of our neighbors.
Yeah.
And they're pretty chill people. I mean, we're not hanging out at each other's apartments, you know? But, like, if we need something, like, I would be comfortable knocking on a couple of people's doors if it was an emergency, you know? Which I feel okay with. But I don't know everybody.
Yeah.
And I definitely made friends with the maintenance crew and the housekeeping crew. Because you should always be nice to the people who work where you live. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Have some respect. They do a lot.
Especially if they seem competent.
You know? And they're wonderful people.
It ain't like we ask for stuff and they keep giving us broken shit or something fucked up.
Yeah, anytime and they've gone out of their way to make sure we've gotten what we needed, probably because I'm nice to them. But you got anything else before you die?
I don't know, man. Hey, if I check out, bro, they trying to scheme.
The truck is mine.
Bullshit.
Indy and I already talked.
How's she gonna choose?
We already talked about it.
How's she gonna choose?
We already talked about it.
How's she gonna pick?
We already talked about it.
King Dread, 85. You get the truck, bro.
No, that's a lie. Redacted.
Oh, man. You ain't gonna podcast no more if I check out, so he can have the podcast and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
See, you won't even fight for the podcast and stuff.
No, but the truck is nice.
That's wow. That's wow.
Truck is nice.
That's wow.
Hey, he's over here. I'm ugly crying. He goes, "You better not cry like that." Like, judging how I'm gonna be crying.
But anything else? I don't know why I got the cough. Normally you the one with the coughs.
I know. Well, I'm holding it together. All right.
Yeah, good yawn. That's it?
I think so.
You gonna take us out?
Dearest listeners, thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.